Hey guys, welcome back. Old School with you here, and we're gonna be creating a wrestler that I'm surprised I haven't found yet, but then I thought about it afterwards, and due to the name of the wrestler, my guess is a few people have uploaded one, but then you can't find it in the search because they would have asterisked it all out, or at least his first name. It's as much of a clue as I'm going to give you, let you guys try and guess what's going to be built here. And at the same time, we can talk about the War Games. It happens. Get your ideas, your thoughts, your opinions. I've got mine. I'm sure we'll share them here in the next few minutes as people start loading in. But in the meantime, I'm going to start on this build. Actually, before I do that, hold on, I'm going to get rid of a couple. What do I want to do? Creation. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So yeah, that took place a couple nights ago. I didn't even watch Survivor Series. Today's project is just so bad. I noticed I couldn't tell you any of the matches that were being had. I don't know what titles were on the line. I don't care. Today's product sucks. It's unwatchable. He's gotta go. What the heck show would I put him in? Alright, let's go figure that out. What about this one here? Thought I was gonna get to use him, but I'm really not. I need the space. There's one slot, and then we gotta figure out why that other schmuck is in his show. So yeah, War Games. Oh my god, when I saw the cage had no roof, I was like, oh, they fucked this up already. And I get it, they want to be able to do a spot from the top, I get it. And if anyone leaves the cage, they're automatically disqualified. It's War Games. There are no disqualifications. I'm sorry, man. It's just... And the whole time I'm watching that match, I'm like, how bad is 2K gonna fuck this up next year if they even try it? I don't know if they'll try it or not. But they can't get shit right with one ring. Imagine two. Irish whip a man into the ropes and he goes straight through to the other ring. Oh, good Lord. I will say, I thought up until the Drew McIntyre match, the card was phenomenal. I couldn't watch Drew's match. I love him, but I could not stand that other schmuck. And I know nothing about him, but I watched the little capsule leading up to it, and it's like, that is like the worst hyped match of the night, and that's your title match. I had no desire to see how that went. The little dits in his corner, first off, this whole thing where women can hurricane run on the guys, but the guys can't body slam the women. Give me a break, man. If you're gonna go play in the PC game, then it's gotta go all the way. It's one thing you grab an ankle at the ropes or something, but hitting full-on wrestling maneuvers on a guy who then turns around and, I can't strike a woman. Well, that ain't the way it used to be. You want to play with the boys, you don't get bounced like the boys. That's the way that works. And what does she weigh? About $115, $120? And that was enough to knock Drew McIntyre silly long enough to get beat? Nah. Match of the night, hands down, was Aleister Black. And what was the other guy's name? Valentino something or other. Holy cow. And again, I've seen like maybe one or two Aleister Black matches. Never saw this other guy a day in my life before this. Watching the package leading into the match, I was hooked. I was like, I gotta see this. And to see if this guy, I mean, because he has the personality. That guy's gonna be freaking huge. But I want to see if he could do it in the ring. And damn it, man, those two guys. That was a freaking match of the year candidate. Loved every minute of that match. War Games. My God, they sucked. What's up, Gordy? We're just talking some War Games here. Or wannabe games. I think that's what we'll have to name it now, the wannabe games. But I have a funny feeling it's the highest rated show on the network this month. Which means they'll do it again sooner or later. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll bring back the, what was that travesty? The Steel Cage Battle Royal. The Bunkhouse. I remember when they announced that thing, I'm like, how are you going to have a Battle Royal in a cage? I mean, throwing a man over a top rope is doable. But you think you're going to carry a 250-pound ass up the side of a cage and throw him over? And if I'm not being carried up, why the fuck would I go up there to take the risk of you knocking me out and losing $1 million check? It's stupid on the premise. And it only got worse from there. So I say we do it. Hell, even 2K won't let you create that game. Gordy, are you saying you did not like it at all? Or you did like it? I thought the first 3 or 4 matches, everything up to Drew McIntyre's match, I thought that was pay-per-view. I guarantee it was better than Survivor Series. I'm not watching Survivor Series because I absolutely don't give a shit about today's product. And I wouldn't waste my time on it. The most I would do is skip to the last minute of each match. Just see how bad they fuck it up. But I couldn't even tell you right now, if you said name one match at Survivor Series, no idea. So you didn't like the Aleister Black match? It's like, dude, I thought that was friggin' match of the year shit right there. Every part of that was just perfect. They told such a good story. And the one moment for me where I was just like fucking marking out is when he does the springboard off the middle rope and lands in the seated position, staring eye to eye with Valentino there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like the War Games. The War Games sucked. And I had this real strong feeling that it would. I wanted it to be good. But when I heard you had 3 teams going in, I'm like, oh, God. And then they started announcing the rules, and they're in shark cages. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys can fuck up a wet dream, I swear. Oh. How? How do you fuck it up? Still can't believe I assigned him to a show. But I did. Now, in about 24 hours, we're going to do our Survivor Series here, and it's going to be much better than whatever they did tonight. Alright, let's see. Where am I at? Back to my creations. Superstar. We're going to go edit. Animals! Power to the people, man. Not a thing, man. We're just talking War Games and sharing thoughts and opinions on it, man. Oh, thank you, Randy, man. I have fun with this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do it as much. But I've loved wrestling since I was a little kid, and I hate what it's turned into today. Then I see something like the NWA with Billy Corgan, and I have hope, and then Billy Corgan fucks that up. by keeping the belt on a 51-year-old guy who cannot wrestle. I mean, you're going to have to somewhere along the lines get a name that is in his 30s and can wrestle, or even 20s, better yet. As we saw last night, that first half of NXT, there's some young guys that can put on a show. Hey, Gordy, are you talking about Survivor Series? Because, again, I haven't seen that, and I don't expect to. But I'm just curious if you thought it was a good show. Let's see. We want to get rid of this. And that gives me how many slots to play with? Three. That's all I got. We're going to take one of them now. Yeah, I will be so shocked if 2K comes next year to the table with a War Games match. And it'll be the first game I play, guaranteed. First match I play. And I bet we will lose track of how many glitches take place. I don't think we can count that high. I might have one of you guys, that's your only job, is to just take a pen and paper and notch off the glitches. The one I'm predicting, if they do it, is you'll Irish whip a guy into the ropes and he'll just pass right through the ropes into ring B. I thought the women's match was actually really good. I would have been happy with any of them winning other than Ember Moon, because I feel that it devalues the title now. She just lost to Asuka twice, and then Asuka retires undefeated. And now she wins. So in other words, she's the second best, and she's your champion. She couldn't beat the champ. I'd rather give it to somebody who never had the chance to beat her. And that, you know, I mean, obviously it should have gone to Kyrie because she won the tournament, never faced Asuka, and then comes in and wins the title. That makes sense. And you could have Ember Moon win it later on. But doing it this way, oh God. And I thought what really devalued it is having Asuka hand it to her. I mean, I get the, you know, the rivalry thing and all that and earning my respect, but it's like, here's the belt that I never lost. You can have it now. I will be, I'm down to about 500 downloads away from another tier opening up. So I'm going to start posting or reposting a lot of stuff. I might actually throw him up before then, though. I'm trying to, you know, figure. The thing is, when I'm creating these old school content, it doesn't get the same level of downloads. I mean, I could turn around and do this, what's his name? Valentino? From last night. He was good. I loved it. Last night being Saturday. I enjoyed him. I would watch him match again. I think he's got a ton of charisma and personality. And as soon as he goes up to the main roster, they'll suck all that right out of him. As I'm watching the first half of last night's show, I'm looking at it going, you poor sons of bitches. You're having the time of your lives right now and don't even know it, because you all want to get to that main roster so bad just so they can stick it up your ass. Yeah, I thought Kyrie was going to win it, to be honest with you. I'll say one thing. I did like the finish a lot. First off, Ember Moon's got one of the baddest finishers in the game, period. That is, when she hits that thing the way she does with precision, it's a legitimately devastating looking friggin' maneuver. So to hit it on two people, that was pretty impressive. And it made for a viable finish. You know, like I said, any of the other three I think would have been a better choice for the title. And you could have given it to her later on down the road, but It is what it is. All right, well, we keep on talking about this stuff. That's great. In the meantime, we're also going to play our favorite game, which is Name the Superstar. Take a pause for the cause. I'm going to start a little bit out of order here. So let's go to the body, which might give it away a little bit, or it might help give it away.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
You're gonna get your online on. I'm gonna guess that means your online's not on right now.
It's all about the game. And how you play it. All about control. If you can take it. All about your stand. If you can play it. It's all about game. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control. No way you can shake me. I am heavy debt. No way you can play me. I am the pain. And I know you can't take me. Over your shoulder. Play it right like a crazy bitch. From a smoking gun. I am the game. And I lose. So move on out. You can die like a fool.
So if you're not online, how are you watching the stream? Out of curiosity. New stuff about this game every day. Right, but I'm saying right now, what are you watching on? What's up, Aaron? How's it going, man? Aaron, did you watch the War Games? What'd you think of it? Galaxy tablet. Now, doesn't that require internet, though? That's what I'm kind of confused about. So your brother's going to get you your own account or something, in other words. now we get into the face part. Okay, so what did you like about War Games? Well, let me start with this. How old are you, and were you around in like '85 when the first War Games took place? Have you seen the original War Games? And I'm not talking about the WCW bastardization of it later on with any War Games that had Hulk Hogan in it. It was not a War Games. So I'm talking about back with the Horsemen against the Road Warriors. That's the War Games. So did you ever see the original War Games? Because you're the first person who's really liked it, and I just want to know why and what you saw in it. And it's cool. I mean, everyone's got an opinion. That's what it's about. I figured sooner or later somebody was going to say something about it that they liked it. Like I said earlier on the stream, the minute the cage came down and didn't have a roof on it, I lost my mind. I said, no, I get it. I know they want to do some high spots, and they did. Only really, they did one. For one high spot, and it wasn't anything stupendous. We've seen more Daredevil stuff than that before. They should have had a damn top on it. Now, I would say they should have made a higher ceiling than the NWA's version, because there were times where guys go for a suplex and then the guy's going up and his feet get caught up against the top of the cage, and that's part of the reason guys got hurt. Alright, face customization. Let's see what we got here. Photo references here. Yeah, Sean, that was the War Games, and sometimes it's not fair to compare and contrast when it comes to totally different styles and different genres and things like that, but you know what? There's no way that wasn't going to happen with this. If there's a template. That's actually not horrible. Reflexes. Not much, man. We're just talking War Games and what we either did or didn't like about it. Like I was saying earlier, I liked the entire card right up to the title match, the championship. Men's championship, let's be specific. I thought Aleister Black and what is that dude's name? Valentino or some shit? Never saw him before. But from the opening package, had me hooked, and I'm a fan. $1984. All right, you're going back a little bit. Well, yeah, different era, that's for sure. It's a better era, I'm just going to say it. The athletes today are far and above anything from back in the day. I give them that. Try going with this face. And has your son ever seen the original stuff? See, that's the thing. And I tell myself this all the time in general. Where I work, we have a lot of younger folks that come and work for us on 6-month internships. They're college kids, they're in their 20s. And just the world itself, you know, when that tragedy took place in Vegas. And I talked to them about it. I says, you know, what was your first thought when you saw the news on what happened? And, you know, one girl says, well, I realize now it's not even safe to go to concerts. And I'm like, if that would have happened when I was 21, we'd have lost our minds. It'd been like, how many people were killed? But it's so normal for them now that the number doesn't matter anymore. They just know people are going to get killed walking down the street because someone's going to run them over. Or someone's going to get killed because they went to a concert. It's so normal they don't know any different. And that kind of is the same logic here. This is the product they're used to seeing. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They must have the War Games, the original War Games matches on the network, right? I'm pretty sure that's part of the library. I know they have the WCW versions of them, but like I said, that's a bastardization. I'm not so sure if I kind of like the eyes and nose a little bit here to work with. But I got a funny feeling a lot of this other stuff's going to be tough to get the right. But we'll see. Yeah, Aaron, if that's all you saw before, you need to get a hold of it. I mean, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Gosh, dang it. But yeah, check out the original. Well, I don't know. Vince got a lot of tapes, but seems like there's still some pretty good NWA wrestling that he doesn't have. And definitely in the Flair time frame, so. Yeah, Reflex is good. You can send them over. I'll take a look at it. Like I said, if it's anything that's not old school, then I'm not going to have room. I've only got 3 slots, and I'll have 2 when I'm done with this. Terrence, man, the only thing I ever do is the old school stuff. And I'm pretty much out of slots. I've only got 2 left after this, and I've already got plans for those. And as you can see, I don't even bother with the photos anymore because they don't help. They actually make things worse. Trying to go off of the photograph that I'm looking at here a little bit. See how close that is. Now, are these guys that I'm going to recognize, though? I mean, are they like old school wrestlers? Power saving turns off the light on my phone. Yeah, the stuff that I saw that you did the other time, it looks really good. It's just, I can't use it in the format that I'm doing right now. But it's really top quality work, because I thought for sure, I'm not a big New Japan guy, but the one guy in particular looked familiar, like I would have seen him somewhere in New Japan. But the detail is really sharp, so. But by all means, man, send more pictures. I like looking at other people's work. Sometimes I get ideas from that too. Austin! Alright, man. I don't, Austin. It doesn't help. You have to have a perfect photograph. And by perfect, I don't mean just a clear picture. The lighting has to be exact on it, because the majority of photographs that you're going to get online, let's say, or from a magazine, were stage lighting. So there's areas, and again, for a photo shoot, this is normal. This is what you want. But for converting it to the mapping of the faces here, it's horrible. So with a lot of photographs, you'll have these areas, usually like right across the top bridge of the nose, wherever the lighting is most focused, let's say the left side or right side, you'll have these light spots. Like right now, if you look at the character model in front of you on my screen here, the very top of his head has that gleam. Well, you get that gleam in a lot of photographs around the eyes, which even here he has a little bit on the left side. If you look under his right eye, you see that little gleam. Well, when you take a photograph with that gleam on it and you import it, what you'll end up seeing in the ring, not even in the creation mode, it'll look like absolute aces. Then you bring it into the game and you see this blur of white, almost like it's a glow in the dark thing. It's freaking horrible. So I've stopped using, but the way to do it, if that's all you want to know, is you have to go to the website, which is like WWE2K18, and then / go to the game site, WWE2K18, I believe, and then from there it'll say upload, and then you click on that, and somehow it automatically knew my PlayStation. I don't know how. Maybe I was logged in previously and forgot about it from a year ago. but it might want some basic information to connect to your PlayStation account. And from there, you just use your computer, you upload the image you want. Once it's uploaded from the computer or personal device, whatever you're using, tablet, what have you, then you can go into the game and go to manage your logos, and it'll be there. And then you just download it from that. And then you paste it over the face, and then you wonder why it doesn't look good when it's all done. Alright, this guy's eyes are really going to give me a nightmare. Alright, let's see. CAWs for Wolfpack Sting Space Station. Yeah, I'm not entirely understanding your question then. 2K17, the Wolfpack Sting's face texture or Hollywood. I mean, Sting's Wolfpack is in the game. Hogan was not. There's a million Hogans that people have made. What website have you found that's got good face textures on it? There's one I was using, but again, the results were not something I was totally happy with, and that's when I kind of just started doing it the old school way. Alright, well, you ever figure out the name of that site? I'd be curious to check them out, see if they're any better than the ones I've been using, but I just haven't been real happy with the results you get when you use the logo importing tool. Alright, it's starting to actually come along now. Well, you have to guess who I'm doing. That's the game we're playing here. Obviously somebody I can use in my current seasons. So it's got to be an old school wrestler.
To the masters. Break it down.
George the Animal Steel is not the correct answer, but a good guess.
Think you can tell me what to do? Know who you're talking to?
Oh yeah, the Rock and Roll Express, man. I wasn't gonna tie up any call slots this year with that, knowing that they're coming out as DLC, so I just kind of wrote them out for a little while, and we'll see what happens, man. They might come back, you never know. I know, that's why I always save the hair for last, because that tends to give it away. Stick with that. That's kind of why I did the body first. I thought that would be a pretty good hint. Well, it'll be a hint anyway. A lot of guys have that same build. Yeah, that's why I didn't bother using any slots up for them this year. I'm still waiting on the friggin' release date to come out, man. I thought they might get them out in the first batch, but now it looks like they're going to wait till friggin' March. But I am excited to see Ricky and Robert in the game, I gotta say. Okay, what else? Let's get into this real quick. See what gears are doing here. Yeah, that works the way it is. Yeah, it does right now anyway.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Yeah.
The rock says, the rock
Well, it's not that the music is really echoey, it's that the only way I can have you hear it is if it's playing on my external speaker and I have the mic open on my headset. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of dead air and that wouldn't be much, so. If I turn off my... Well, let's put it this way. Do you hear any music playing right now? I just turned it off a second ago, so let me know if you still hear music. See, in my headset I can hear everything clear. But I don't think that's broadcasting out because it's all copyrighted. Right. So that's the whole thing. So I have to have my external speakers on in order for you guys to hear the music. Same thing when I do the live streams of the matches. If you're going to hear the entrance music, I got to have it playing. Plus, I like that effect a little bit better for the live shows. Kind of gives a stadium vibe to it, I think. So yeah, that's the reason for the echo, though. Unfortunately, not much to do to get around that. All right, 6132. And now you do. Hey, Dookie, what's happening, man? Well, that's the game we're playing, buddy. You got to figure that out. All right, you know what I didn't do this time? Last time I gave clues as to who it was. Let me dig up a clue or two. See how much old school you guys know. According to Wikipedia, this professional wrestler was not known by his real first name, but his real first name was Hoyt. H-O-Y-T. I didn't even know that. Born in 1946, sadly passed away in 1996. Started his wrestling career in 1965. And in 1968, became part of a tag team that he would be forever linked to. In the meantime, let me get up to this a little bit, the width. That's alright, we'll come up with some more. Cranium combustion, that's a good one. Thunderbolt Patterson. It is not. Good guess, though. Dude, you don't know who Thunderbolt Patterson is. Reflexes! Look at you! Check out the big brain on Reflexes. Dick Murdoch is the correct answer. Captain Redneck. Dick Murdoch was Hoyt, his real name. Back in '68, he formed his tag team with the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, which was called the Texas Outlaws, which would run through the 70s. And he and Dusty would go back and forth between being partners and enemies throughout the Florida Championship Wrestling area. I did not realize he teamed with the Junkyard Dog in the 80s. Very popular team. I do know that he was called Captain Redneck. And when I first saw him, would have been about 1984. When he was in the World Wrestling Federation and tagging up with Adrian Adonis. And at that time, they became the World Tag Team Champions. Somehow, I thought they had tagged up before and then came to the WWE, or F. He left the WWF 85 after dropping the titles to the United States Express and wrestled Mid-South Wrestling, Independent, NWA Jim Crockett. Murdoch joined Ivan Koloff and Vladimir Petrov in their attempt to get Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes. Murdoch was the 27th entrant in the 95 WWF Royal Rumble. Now there's something. The 95. Damn. I had no recollection of that. And he was eliminated by Henry O. Godwin. Died of a heart attack on June 15th, the day before my birthday, 1996, at the age of 49. Wow. 49, that's a little too early. So that's Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch, guys. Oops. Get back out of there. Let me pull my images back up here so I got... Royo, what's happening? I don't know if they had a name. It was just Murdoch and Adonis. I don't think they had a name. And they were a good team, no doubt about it. Tenru and Saruta. Now that would be a match. That's a good one right there. is the part where I start to wonder if I wouldn't have been better off going with the heavy set face. Yeah, he was legit, man. Captain Redneck was legit. North-South connection? Yeah, I suppose. That sounds familiar. Well, you had East-West connection with Adonis and Jesse Ventura, so why not? Yeah, if you're talking about in the game, that's probably because people have uploaded him and had the name Dick Murdoch, and it won't post. Because of the name Dick, it's going to think you're using it in a bad way. That's why when I post this, it's only going to be under Murdoch. Then I'll go back afterwards and I'll fix it up. Yeah, Dookie, 24 hours away, baby. Pre-show will go on at 1 a.m. And then the live event takes place at 2 a.m. FWF Survivor Series. How many matches I got there? I think 7. I think it's 7 matches all said and done. All Survivor Series style with 4-on-4 elimination. And we've got the FWF Heavyweight Championship. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, is going to try to dethrone the brand new FWF World Champion, the Iron Sheik. That should be worth the price of admission alone. Oh man, Theo, I'd like to say that it's funny in any way, shape, or form, but it's just tragic. But then again, that's consistent with the game itself, I suppose. Alright, let's see what the eyebrows look like here. I haven't seen him with his eyebrows yet. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that style, but let me get a closer look. That might work. Let's see if I keep that or not. Yeah, man, Shawn Michaels, real deal. There's two different hairstyles here that'll work. I'm probably going to do two different versions of them anyway, so. Of course, I can never remember where they are when I'm looking for them. Yikes. Thought it said hell diabetes. I was like, damn.
If you smell
What the Rock is cooking.
it's cooking. The Rock says, the Rock.
Probably gonna be all the way on the top. I thought it was near the bottom for some reason.
The Rock says, the Rock.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was the match right there. And I've never seen Valentino before. That was the first time I saw that package, and I was like, damn, this has potential to be a hell of a match. And they lived up to every bit of that. There was no part of that match where I didn't feel like they stepped it up from the last minute of the match. They just kept bringing it. Boy, that would almost work. Let me see what it looks like for fun, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, the card is up on the Humanoid Nation. Too many names for me to remember off the top of my head, but let's do the math. It's 8 per match, and I think 7 matches, right? So you're looking at over 40 superstars. And that's not counting the pre-show. Where the hell's the hair I'm looking for? Like I said, there's 2 I'm actually going to probably end up going with one of each. Valentine, that's what it is, not Valentino. I'm saying his name, man. I'm saying his name. I think both of them did great last night. I mean, Alistair was already pretty much there, I guess, but it's always like a bittersweet thing for me when I see NXT guys have a match like that. Because it's like, that is wrestling. That's what I used to like watching. They did an amazing job. And then the bad side is, I know the minute they get you on the main roster, they're going to fuck it all up. Let's see how this looks. Not the one I'm looking for, though. Yeah, I mean, look, I look at Lars Sullivan, and the only thing I can think is Ryback. They're painting him out to be this monster, and then sooner or later, whoever is going to come along and just squash him like a Cena. And that's the thing, though, they have no one now. It's like, with Cena gone, there is no B plan. All right, that's what I was looking for. That's a little better. Yeah, you can't import it because of copyright bullshit. One of these days, I keep thinking about it, I just haven't had time. I might just set up, I've got a lot of sound equipment around the house, it's just not in the same place that I do my streaming from. But I could easily just put all their music set to default, nothing, and then play the actual music in the background, which is all you're ever hearing on my streams anyway, it's coming through the speakers. Well, it looks crooked here, but once a hair is in place, it's about normal. Free bird, baby. Alright, what? Oh, yes. Let's see, what did I come here to do?
Tell me what to do. You know who you're talking to?
I love about these old school wrestlers is they didn't have a bunch of fancy costumes and things. Yeah, Theo, I agree. I thought the women's match was really good. I was saying earlier, I didn't care for the winner only because it weakens the title. She wasn't able to beat Asuka. Asuka retires undefeated, and now she wins it. So basically, you're handing it down to the person who couldn't win it. It should have gone, in my opinion, it should have gone to... what's her name there? Kyrie. I think it should have gone to Kyrie. I would have taken any of the three others. And then later on she can win it from one of them. But I just think the fact that she couldn't get the job done, and now she does, and then Asuka hands her the title, you know, to me that was pretty much the same as Medusa dropping it in the trash can. Captain Redneck, Dick Murdoch. I was gonna go with a second hairstyle, but I think I'm just gonna stick with that and go with the other trunks. Give him the knee pads on this one. Oh yeah, man, I forgot all about that. Murdoch and Slater in the headliners. They were a good team. Forgot all about that. I don't know, weren't they there for a little bit? Those were a couple of guys that were cut from the same cloth, though, man. Tough, solid build. Alright, so with the name we can only put his last name, otherwise I can't upload it. I mean, I can, but you'd never find it. Well, you guys would, because you know the hashtag, but other people wouldn't find it. I'm trying to get that little next tier unlocked, and I'm hoping this helps with that, because there isn't a single Dick Murdoch up there. Yes. Texas. Actually forgot where he's from. Scott Steiner's a douchebag. Whatever he got, he deserved. Met Scott Steiner on 2 occasions. He was a complete prick both times. And I've talked to several other people who have met him on other occasions, and it wasn't a just me thing. I will not shed a tear for that piece of shit. Waxahachie, Texas. I'm gonna guarantee that's not on this list. Yeah, I'd be right. Well, we'll just go with Texas then, because Waxahachie ain't there. You can do 2 shirts, so like a t-shirt and an overshirt, a jacket. So that's 3 levels there. And then you got your trunks and your pants. And that's about it. Shoes and socks. I actually just deleted Steve Williams a little while ago because I'm not going to be able to use him, at least not in the near future. I may add him back later on, but like I said, I needed to free up the space. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, Tim Brooks, that's right. Mustafa who? Colonel Mustafa? We'll leave that to 84. Oh, Mustafa Saeed. I'd be afraid to get anywhere near him. That guy never seemed like he was playing with a full deck. Although he was the normal one between him and, what's his dick there? New Jack. New Jack lived the character a little bit too much. Wasn't really a character. I agree totally. Little Jimmy only weighs 259. The slaughterhouse. I don't recall that. Nice. Yeah, when you gotta look somebody up by the fact that someone set their boots on fire, you've had an interesting career. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something that took place in the 80s. Oh, he was one of the guys over at the power plant? You know, Bud Sawyer, I don't know, you talked to some people, he said he was a loose cannon. Other people said he was great to work with. I thought he was pretty good to watch in the ring. I didn't see a lot of his stuff. I do remember him on the Clash of Champions breaking his arm in a god-awful looking way. Not that there's a good way to do it, but it was very much that Joe Theismann moment where it just snapped and you saw it live. And this big tough guy just went limp. I mean, the illness that looked over his face at that moment. I love Kevin Sullivan promos, man. The great Abudadine. Alright, let's see here. Who can we borrow from? Dusty Rhodes, how's that? Let's take some of that. And I think we'll go with some JBL. This saves a lot of time. I just take a little bit of what I want from Dusty and I'll leave that there. We'll go grapples with JBL. Gonna get his own special moves. Give him JBL taunt. Oh, we already went Dusty on that, didn't we? Alright. Let's see what that gives him. Brainbuster here. Dadgummit. Yeah, I think we'll stick with 6. You know the title of the video? I'd check that out. No, man, I don't know what that reference is at all. I just say that as opposed to the other word that you're not supposed to say. I say a lot of bad words, but I try not to say that one. So dadgummit helps me not say the other one. That whole damn thing is a title? It's a lot of shit there, man. What is SN standing for in that? Three. 90. Alright, I think I got it.
back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here in Altoona, Pennsylvania, the Joppa Mosque. We're going to see Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack in action in just a moment. They had quite an altercation last week here in the program with Captain Mike Rotunda and Norman. Look at that ceiling in this place. Yeah, Captain Mike Rotunda and Norman. Rotunda's supposed to be a college graduate. He's palling around with an idiot from the Nut House, a rubber room at the Puzzle Factory. What gives consequences? New Mexico, weighing 264 pounds. Cactus Jack.
Now, did you say Sawyer's part of this?
Massachusetts, weighing 234 pounds. Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan with that butcher's apron on, the leader of Sullivan's Slaughterhouse.
Oh, there's the slaughterhouse.
Kevin Sullivan and the irrepressible Cactus Jack Manson. Guys are directing about 5-1 and good in this great city. Well, I don't know how proud they are to see you. You run. They are, without doubt, two of the wildest individuals we've seen, and here you go. Cactus Jack coming up for the ring. Beautiful flying elbow, but of course then it was the three-quarter Nelson and leg grapevine that led to the victory for Cactus Jack. And now let's go to Jim Ross. He'll be talking to Kevin Sullivan and the Slaughterhouse. It's certainly great to be here, ladies and gentlemen, in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Great wrestling fans, and we are proud to be here in this great city. But I don't know how.
Oh, then that's not the same one I'm watching.
You run with the strangest people I've ever seen. The only legitimate guy that I've known you be around is Mike Rotunda, and now he doesn't even like you. Buzz Sawyer's crazy. This guy can't be right. He's not too.
Wait. Excuse me, Jim Ross. Take a look and you'll see that my ears are open and I hear everything you're saying, and I disagree with just a couple things. First off, nobody questions Kevin Sullivan's character. He has done everything there is to do in this sport.
All right, let's see if there's another one here. All right, there's one below. No, that isn't the same one either. Get out. Buzz Sawyer, Cactus Jack, and it's the first match there. All right. There we go.
I had the opportunity to referee the most important match of probably the decade when it was Ric Flair going up against Lex Luger for the World's Heavyweight Championship, and it's right there in West Texas, in God's country, in my part of the country, and I'll guarantee you that I'm going to do a good, honest, fair job. And Sacramento, California, Mad Dog, Buzz Sawyer.
Well, I'll tell you something, Jim Cornette. I thought that you're.
When are they going to bring the special referee back to the freaking game? Couldn't believe they didn't have that this year.
Kevin, this guy's got to have a little help.
He got a lot of help. He's got me. Let me tell you something. It ain't the dog's fault.
Got him on
When his mother
chain.
was carrying him, and she's walking through the desert because she was a nomad. She couldn't hold it any longer. She stopped.
The hell?
And left him there to die. Well, the dog didn't die because from the fetal position he crawled the hot burning sands. That's me. He crawled the hot burning. It's me.
It's me.
Burning sands. He was burning up and withering. The she-wolf
What are they bleeping?
And he was given the breath of life. It's not the dog's fault. He's just a part of the environment. He'll be okay. You see, because the dog has me. The dog finally is okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The dog has me. The dog has finally found peace in his life. You see?
Cactus is cracking up.
Fans, we'll be back. We'll run into this.
Cactus Jack is cracking up. All right, Reflexes, take it easy, man. Oh my God, that was freaking hilarious. It's me! It's me! Classic Sullivan. I was watching one of his shoots on YouTube the other day. He's a guy I want to sit down and just have beers with, man. I got to meet him once, him and Cactus Jack both. It was probably right before that. It was before the Slaughterhouse, but it was shortly after Jack made his debut in WCW. We got to ride up the elevator with him. A friend of mine worked security over at the old Orange County Convention Center. And they were there for part of the Great American Bash. That was back when Flair and the JYD had a program going. And we got backstage early, like way before, and when the guys would start rolling in. That was the first encounter I ever had with Scott Steiner. That was back when they were big fan favorites, and you know, he hadn't roided out yet. Still had his long dark hair going. Frankensteiner was the new move, and it was like the biggest thing in the world. Everybody wanted to see it. And man, he was just total dickhead. Total dickhead. But we rode up the elevator with Sullivan and Cactus Jack, and I was thinking to myself, okay, we're not all coming out of this elevator, just so y'all know. I don't know, man. I'm lucky I lived to tell the tale. No, they were actually both really cool. Hard to believe. And that was long before... Well, let me think a minute. That was about the time kayfabe was kind of breaking up a little bit, at least in the WWF it had. But WCW, NWA had still held on to it. But, yeah, they were totally just being cool guys. And might have helped that I had two young girls with me and didn't want to scare the shit out of them. Of course, I was young back then, too, so not too sure he didn't scare the shit out of me. I just remember when that door shut, I'm like, this really probably isn't the smartest thing I've ever done. But we were also kind of guests backstage where we didn't belong, so we didn't want to rattle the cart in any way. And just other than saying, hey, how's it going, guys, that kind of thing. We didn't have any in-depth conversations or anything. They were talking about some shit. Alright, is this all good? I think it's all good. And then we just bang out an entrance and we're good to go. And then we will post it. If y'all want to download them, download them. I need to get another 500 downloads so I can get my next tier up. Download everything. You can then delete it if you don't want it. I just need the download count. I need the nation to get together. Let's see, entrance superstar. Yeah, well, at the time I was with my girlfriend and our upstairs neighbor, and she was only 16, but she was a big wrestling fan, so we brought her with us. Wouldn't have been the manliest thing in the world to say how I got my ass kicked in front of two young ladies. And then I'm going to go back and change his name to his full name. And we're going to make it real simple here. Alright, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got everything up there. I got arenas, I got logos. The Orange County Convention Center won't let me upload the arena, but it did let me upload the show. So if you get the show, you'll get the arena that way. I don't know why that was. I think because normally when I uploaded arenas before, I just had the arena and I didn't put it into a show. But I got a feeling if you make a show with an arena, then uploading-wise, you can't separate them. At least that's what it appears. Hey, with this freaking game and all the problems with it, who knows? Let's see, music. We'll go Western. That says Texas right there, doesn't it? Trying to remember who the heck is it. There's one guy who's got a good heel entrance where he does a couple of swats at the crowd and shit. I can't figure out why they have Disco Inferno's entrance in there for 2 years now. And it's not like they ever did anything with him in the WWE. Sure as hell don't see them adding him to content. I don't remember Kurt Hawkins' entrance looks like. Oh, never mind. That's not gonna work. Colonel. How do you have Cesaro 2 and Cesaro 3? Where's Cesaro 1? Cactus. That would not surprise me, Theo. Hey, by the way, Tim sent you an invitation to the community page. Did you get that? And did it work? Oh, I think it is a British Bulldog. That's right. I was kind of surprised. Yep. No, he's excuse me. He sent you an invitation. You're on the PlayStation Network, yeah? You got a PS4? Or PS3, I guess technically would probably work. I think. Yeah, so when you log on, you should just see that someone invited you to... Did you get the invitation I had sent you? In your notifications, it should tell you that somebody sent you an invitation to a group. bad. Well, I know I sent you one a couple days ago. You sure? Maybe your settings aren't. See, that might be where the problem's coming from. And he sent you one earlier, like, 8 hours ago. Because like he was saying, if you had applied to join the club, to join the community, then it would have gone to all of the mods. I'm one of the moderators, he's the owner. And I never saw anything with your name on it from that. I got the friend request, but I never got that. I was even looking back over my past ones, and he says he hasn't seen one either. And it would have gone to all of us, so that's why I'm kind of confused. Alright, we're going down here. We'll feed him Randy Mulkey. $90. Oh, we're gonna have to tweak that a little bit. Why did I leave it on SmackDown Arena? Oh well. I'm gonna tweak that a little bit. I think I'm gonna bring the eyebrows just a shade lower. See what it looks like in the entrance. These different angles and poses can make it look different. Randy, gonna get your ass kicked. I'm still seeing Kevin Sullivan with Sawyer on a chain going, "It's me! It's me!" Eyebrows look okay. Oh, is this a squash match? Yeah, I guess so. The Brain Buster. He's done. Well, he's not paid by the hour. What do you expect? Never understood how they try passing that off as a brainbuster when the guy never comes down on his head. Of course, if you ever did, you'd kill him. Alright, I'm good with that. Other than that 90 thing, I gotta bring that number down a little bit. They really rated Dusty a 90? I feel that's a smidge high. 88. Goldberged him. Theo, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just confused as why it's not going through and we're not getting anything. I'll try and get a hold. Maybe one of these days when we're doing a stream and both of you are on, he can just go and redo the settings on the community page for like 5 minutes where you don't have to be an approved member. You can just join and then switch it back. We just had one guy that was in there and he was a complete douchebag. He ended up making like 8 accounts and he would start all kinds of shit and then the other 7 people would get involved in it, all siding with him, but it was all him. And once we figured it all out, busted his ass, then he started really fucking around and just causing all kinds of chaos and shit. So unfortunately we had to go to this whole filtration of trying to verify who people are coming in. Yeah, there you go. That ought to help. Surprised he didn't jump on the stream, although he usually gets on around the 4 o'clock hour and I'm going to be done with this by then. Alright, let's see. Murdoch. Attributes. Durability, we'll bring that down a little bit. That down a little bit. Damage recovery. Submission defense. That does 87. Good number. All right. And now it's all that's left is to upload. Tell you, my superstar Billy Graham, I put him up, take him down, put him up, take him down. But he doesn't get big numbers. I mean, he's been up for a couple days, 9 downloads. So, you know, feel like a pimp, man. You ain't earning for me, bitch. You gotta go. But it comes back to, again, the old school wrestling. If somebody would have told me that Ronnie Garvin was going to be my leader, I would have laughed, because I almost didn't even make it. But then I kept looking and nobody had posted one that I thought was any good. So I was, all right, let me put one out there, and next thing you know, that's the one that jumps to the front of the pack. Yeah, I mean, look, the 2K ranking system is what it is. But knowing, you know, like where Cena's at, knowing where Dusty's at, Flair, that is going to be my measuring stick. It's just like when you're creating these characters. He might have been 6'4" in real life, but if you put him at 6'4", he's going to be eye to eye with Andre the Giant. It's not an accurate chart. So to have somebody on the taller side as a wrestler, like a 6'2" wrestler, you got to make him about 6 foot, 6'1". Once you get to that 6'5" range, then it's almost Andre the Giant. As always, you can find all my stuff under the hashtag OneNation. That's #1 and the word nation. For people that don't know about us, we'll throw some other hopefuls. We'll go to NWA and say Dusty Road. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. Again, I was doing the whole NWA Florida thing, and you can't do that well without having Fallen Angel there. You just reminded me of something, too. I need to go back in and change her attire because I tried to give it a nice shine. She always wore those tight, black, shiny spandex kind of things. But with the arena lighting, it's almost white because of the shine. It's too much, so I got to actually just make it regular cloth or something else. So we're going to go do that right now. Alright, Murdoch is up and ready for download. See you later, Austin. Actually, I might have already done a search of this. And there we are. So yeah, Trevor Murdoch's been up there for a while. This one, I mean, again, I don't want this to anything, but it's like, what the hell, man? That is horrible. And these other guys are just not part of the clan, but this one actually came out halfway decent. I was thinking about grabbing this and using it and just converting it, but then I was like, nah, if I'm gonna do all that work, make it my own so I can get credit for it. Me too, Sean.
What the Rock is cooking. The Rock says, the Rock says.
The true winner of the Monday Night Wars. Yeah. No, it's still WWE, unfortunately, because they now own War Games and Starrcade and Clash. And Starrcade doesn't count because they're not televising it. Makes a lot of sense to use a major name like that and not televise it. Alrighty, let's go and fix woman's costume attire while it's on my mind.
Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me.
Florida US version? Are you talking about the Florida Tag Team titles from the Gordon Soley era, or was there a Florida US Tag Team title? Because I don't recall that. But I had started watching like in '86, so it might have been prior to or possibly after. Let's see. Oh, I was there. Community Creations. No, Creations. Superstar. Edit. Oh, that's interesting. I did not ever remember hearing of a U.S. tag title in Florida Championship. Of course, they had the U.S. titles, tag titles in NWA. I'm looking for Fallen Angel. There we go. Yeah, but you're right. I don't recall anyone doing, well, definitely not Fallen Angel, and even Woman, I don't recall too many of those over the years. The problem is when you do a search for Woman, you get all these female wrestlers, because that's a common search tag. Looking good. Yeah, so whatever material I made this stuff into to give it the shine, it's not happening. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. So it looks chrome. Hey, it's the first time that lighting actually works accurately. How about that? Mike Graham and Kern, yeah, see, that's the thing. I wasn't watching Championship Wrestling back when they were a tag team. Hold on, man, what did I get? This is what I want.
If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs, respect the Lord, or you some hard times. You'll be serving hard times. You know the big boss man.
See if we can get away with satin or not. See, I didn't think satin had enough shine to it, but now I think I ended up going like plastic or something like that to get this look. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with here and see how it works. Oh, wait, wrong character, though. Oh, come on. Well, that's better. It doesn't have the shine that I was hoping for. But it doesn't look like chrome either, so. Well, it's funny you say that. I saw somebody made a baby doll, and it's really bad. Really bad. And I think she wouldn't be a bad one to make, to be honest with you. I feel like there'd be enough hairstyle choices where you could come up with something pretty decent for her. Nicola Roberts. Now, y'all know who she's married to, right? Still married, by the way, which in the wrestling world, damn. They got married a long-ass time ago. Sam Houston is the winner. Sam's still wrestling a little bit here and there on the indies. Theo, what are you saying really to the fact that he's still wrestling or that he's married to Nicola Roberts, a.k.a. Baby Doll? Oh, is that right? Didn't know that part. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't think he does it a whole lot, but apparently he still gets in the ring on occasion in the indies. I mean, all things considered, as old as he is, he looks decent. Hell, Tim Storm looks decent for 51, but he can't wrestle. Yeah, I didn't know anything about Tim Storm until a few weeks ago, and got to look at him, and they show, you know, in a highlight reel, anyone can look like they're amazing. So the highlight reel made him look like, okay, he might have something. And then I get a closer look at it and say, wait a minute, how old is this motherfucker? Start looking up into some bio information and realize, like, son of a bitch, 51 years old, and he moves like a turtle. And after hyping that friggin' match with all this, is just, blah. Guy can't deliver. There's a reason the WWE never came calling. Yeah, I don't know who Nature Boy Paul Lee is, to be honest with you. And this is what I'm saying. There is so much young talent, and my hope, I want Billy Corgan to succeed. He needs to succeed. But what I'm hoping he does is creates his own West Coast version of NXT. Get this young up-and-coming talent in. And the good thing is, you know, hopefully more stuff will go down with the stuff that's going on with Cody Rhodes. I mean, he's doing really well outside of WWE. He's making more money, better travel schedule. And hopefully that will continue for these other guys that have departed, like Austin Aries, where suddenly the indie scene is a better option for a lot of guys, especially family men that want to be around their kids. And that's going to be partly on him to create that aura that hey guys, man, we got opportunities for you right here. You can be on something and rebuild a promotion that was the biggest thing going. All right, if they have Tommy Dreamer job to Tim Storm. Not for nothing. They're both near 50. I mean, Dreamer's got to be 50, right? Oh, did I hit number? My bad. Thought I had it simulating. Of course I had it. Well, at least she's not wearing chrome. Bill Mulkey looking to get some revenge for what happened to his brother. Ooh. You botched it, you son of a bitch. The heck? Yeah, but Dreamer can still wrestle a little bit. Think of the irony. Hey, Tommy, can you help us put our guy over for the NWA Championship? We're trying to build the title up. Oh, you mean the one that Shane Douglas pissed all over in the middle of Philadelphia? Yeah, sure. Oh, look at this. We got a run in. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you think you do? Oh, woman's in there. Woman's going to get some. Fallen Angel wants a little of that. Dean Ambrose making the trip to the Sunshine State. Oh, gonna pay the price. Okay, that was a 5-star match, guys. 2K, you're killing me, man. No, you are. You're really killing me. You motherfuckers. All right, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate the support, appreciate the company, and the good conversation as always. And I agree, Nova. That's what they need to be doing. They need to be getting some young talent in there. Back at, hey, NWA Hollywood, when I was watching it a decade ago, was good. And that's back when the Young Bucks were just coming in, and they were still damn good then. They had a couple of other, superstar standouts. That was a promotion that had potential to do something, but they had young, decent talent. It's out there. You just got to find it. All right, folks, have a great night. I think we generally fell on the majority of people not being in love with the War Games, but we did have one person who loved it a lot. So it wasn't a total failure, I guess. Not my thing. Like I said, they got too far away from the formula with 3 tag teams involved, no roof involved. It's not the War Games. It's just 2 rings with a cage around it. Come up with a new name for it. Make it your own. All right, guys. That's it for now. Y'all have a wonderful night, and 24 hours, a little less than 24 hours away, it will be Survivor Series. Who's gonna survive? We'll find out on the Nation Network. See you ringside.